let me tell you that you never forget the sacrifices of our ulama who sacrificed their life for making India free. How can you forget that when the first person who started the first revelation of independence was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that the first person who fought against British was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that the first person who said today India became slave was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that the first person who stood up to stop British step in South India and said शेर की एक दिन की जिंदगी कीदड़ की 100 साल की जिंदगी से बेहतर है was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that the first person who said खिलौना समझकर न बर्बाद करना कि हम भी किसी के बनाए हुए हैं, खिलौना समझकर न बर्बाद करना कि हम भी किसी के बनाए हुए हैं, फिरंगी के फौजों में हुर्मत के फतवे सर चढ़कर हम गाए हुए हैं, वो शजरे आज़ादी को खूं देकर सींचा तो फल उसके पकने को आए हुए हैं. How can you forget that the first person who said सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हम बुलबुलें हैं इसकी ये गुलसितां हमारा was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that the first person who sounded the slogan of Inqilab Zindabad was not anyone but a Muslim? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidil anbiya'i wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. All praises be to Allah, the creator of the worlds. May the blessing and peace be upon our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and upon his family and all his companions. सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है. सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है. वो सुन के आ जाए तारीख को पसीना, दौड़ा दिया किसी ने मेरे खून में सफीना. भारत के कितने शेर मेरे खून में नहाए, टूटा मेरे लहू से कितने का बगीना. खिलौना समझकर न बर्बाद करना कि हम भी किसी के बनाए हुए हैं, खिलौना समझकर न बर्बाद करना कि हम भी किसी के बनाए हुए हैं. वो शजरे आज़ादी को खूं देकर सींचा तो फल उसके पकने को आए हुए हैं. माय डियर ऑडियंस, रेस्पेक्टेड टीचर्स, ऑनरेबल जजेस and beloved Muslim brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Khurshid Anwar Qasmi. I'm a great English teacher and trainer. Today, on this auspicious occasion, I am going to deliver a speech on the topic of Indian Muslims and Independence Day. As you know very well, it's the most important day for all Indian citizens. It's the day when we got freedom from British rule after many years hard struggles by the great freedom fighters of India. We celebrate this day every year on 15th August for remembering the sacrifices of our great freedom fighters and our ulama who sacrificed their life for making India free. My dear dignities and beloved brothers, today, in all over India, there are many programs and celebrations are held for the remembering the sacrifices of our great freedom fighters who sacrificed their life for making India free. But unfortunately, the role of Muslims and our ulama who sacrificed their lives for making India free are not mentioned anywhere. That's why today on this auspicious occasion, I am going to tell about the real heroes of freedom and full history of Indian independence. My dear friends and beloved brothers, as you know very well, before 1947, there used to be British government in India. The British came in India for trade purpose in 1608. Later, they established East India Company and became more powerful. In 1757, the first military force came in India, which was led by Robert Clive and fought against Nawab Sirajuddaulah at Plassey Field. Because of Mir Jafar's disloyalty, the British forces defeated Nawab Sirajuddaulah at Plassey Field and became more powerful. Since then, the dark days of India had started and the British transformed them from trader to ruler, and we have been slave. My dear comrades, but after the Battle of Plassey in 1757 and later the Battle of Buxar in 1764, the East India Company became a political power and they ruled till 1857 separately. But after the Battle of 1857 Independence Battle, the East India Company ruled till 1947 in full power, such as the British Crown and British Raj ended on 15th August 1947 when all Indian citizens, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh and Christians fought against them together. Then our lovely country became free and they had to go back from India. My dear audience, if we are free today and we take breath of freedom only because of wonderful sacrifices of our ulama and leaders who sacrificed their lives for making India free. But it's very regret that we are said to go to Pakistan. We are said a traitor. We are considered danger for the safety of our country. My dear audience, our many Muslim leaders and emperors sacrificed their life for making India free, such as Hazrat Maulana Shah Waliullah Muhaddis Dehlvi Rahmatullah Alayh, Sheikhul Islam Hazrat Maulana Hussain Ahmad Madani Rahmatullah Alayh, Sheikhul Hind Hazrat Maulana Mahmudul Hassan Deobandi Rahmatullah Alayh, Hazrat Maulana Muhammad Ali Jauhar, Haidar Ali, Tipu Sultan, Nawab Sirajuddaulah, Bahadur Shah Zafar, etc. The list is too long. My dear audience and honorable judges, let me tell you that when the British found Hindu-Muslim unity against themselves, then they play a impious political card, divide and rule. But unfortunately, in our lovely country, some people are also trying to play this card, divide and rule among the Indian citizens. And they are creating hatred atmosphere among Indian citizens and among us. And unfortunately, they are getting success also. My dear audience, let me tell you the role of Muslims in 1857 independence battle. Almost 51,000 ulama were hanged. There were no any trees between Chandni Chowk and Red Fort on which ulama were not hanging. Thousands of ulama were burnt alive. Thousands of the parts of the Holy Quran, millions of copies of the Holy Quran were burnt. My dear audience, let me tell you that you never forget the sacrifices of our ulama who sacrificed their life for making India free. How can you forget that when the first person who started the first revelation of independence was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that the first person who fought against British was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that the first person who said today India became slave was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that the first person who stood up to stop British step in South India and said शेर की एक दिन की जिंदगी कीदड़ की 100 साल की जिंदगी से बेहतर है was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that the first person who said खिलौना समझकर न बर्बाद करना कि हम भी किसी के बनाए हुए हैं। खिलौना समझकर न बर्बाद करना कि हम भी किसी के बनाए हुए हैं। फिरंगी के फौजों में हुर्मत के फतवे सर चढ़कर हम गाए हुए हैं। वो शजरे आज़ादी को खूं देकर सींचा तो फल उसके पकने को आए हुए हैं। हाउ कैन यू फॉरगेट दैट द फर्स्ट पर्सन हु सेड सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी ये गुलसितां हमारा, was not anyone but a Muslim. How can you forget that the first person who sounded the slogan of Inqilab Zindabad was not anyone but a Muslim. My dear audience, as you know very well, the great freedom fighters were Mahatma Gandhi, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Chandrasekhar Azad, अशफाकुल्लाह खान, टीपू सुल्तान, हैदर अली, हज़रत मौलाना शाह वलीउल्लाह मुहद्दिस देलवी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह, हज़रत मौलाना कासिम नानोतवी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह, हज़रत मौलाना महमूदुल हसन देवबंदी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह, हज़रत मौलाना मोहम्मद अली जौहर. My dear audience, now I am going to wind up my speech, but before departing you, I pray to God, may Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep Indian Muslims safe and prosperous, and may India be the most beautiful and peaceful place in the world. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Dear students, अगर आप ये वीडियो मेरे YouTube चैनल पर देख रहे हैं तो आपसे दरख्वास्त है कि चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन ज़रूर दबा दें ताकि मेरे हर नई आने वाली वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिलता रहे। और अगर आप मेरी ये वीडियो मेरे IIL ऐप पर देख रहे हैं तो आपसे दरख्वास्त है कि प्लीज़ आप ऐप के लिंक को अपने दोस्तों तक ज़रूर शेयर करें। और अगर आप इस वीडियो को मेरे फेसबुक पेज पर देख रहे हैं तो प्लीज़ आप पेज को ज़रूर लाइक और शेयर करें और लगे रहिए खुर्शीद सर के साथ। इंजॉय कीजिए इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज की और अपने मुस्तकबिल को रोशन कीजिए। हम फिर मिलेंगे एक नेक्स्ट वीडियो के साथ, तब तक के लिए खुदा हाफिज़। अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू।